Ragazzi, buongiorno! Da oggi prendiamo molto più seriamente la preparazione per la parte di nuoto dell'Ironman. Infatti ora sono diretto ad una struttura specializzata qui a Dubai per la preparazione del triathlon, dove finalmente farò il mio test e analisi del nuoto. Ho visto un paio di video online, dovrebbe essere questa piscina 3 metri per 3 con questa corrente d'acqua infinita dove tu nuoti, però effettivamente tu sei fermo, semplicemente cerchi di affrontare la corrente e sono carichissimo, non vedo l'ora di provarla, perciò andiamo. How many cameras there are? Four?
We have 3 underwater and 1 outside on the top. And the good thing is we can move the cameras wherever we want.
Okay.
This, so we can put in any angle.
And this is like an engine that
Yes.
is pushing water?
So I will turn it on. You're gonna see the current here, so only on the engine.
Yep.
And I can put this faster or slower. So here, it's the pace for 100 meters. So imagine that you are doing 100 meters, you're gonna need 2 minutes 33.
Okay, I will not reach that
So
speed.
I can put faster, so the time goes down, so you
Okay.
need less time to
Yeah,
do
yeah.
100 meters. This machine can go to 102.
102.
Per 100,
Wow.
But it can go to 4 minutes per 100. So
Okay.
it depends on the person that is here.
Yeah, probably
You can
4
choose.
minutes for me.
No, four it's too slow.
Yeah, but I am slow.
I can show you an example of a guy that we had here. He came in February last year. He just swim for fun. You can see that the technique is not good.
Yep.
And the guy is having sessions with me 3 times a week.
Yep.
And I will show you the guy after 51 sessions. So this one was in February. This is the guy in September. The same guy. It's not perfect, but compared
Yep.
to the first video, it's
Yep.
much more smooth. This guy in August did the open water race,
Okay.
7K.
7K.
Yeah, but he said that he enjoyed because the technique, at least now, it's more smooth and
Yep.
it doesn't get tired too
Yep.
easily.
Okay.
So
Let's start.
let's go. So to start, I don't know which pace should I put, so I will put one pace and I will see. Try to maintain on the crest of the wave. You can see here,
Okay.
try to maintain there. So your hand needs to enter that crest of the wave. Okay. You can start wherever you want. You can start and stop whenever you want. 10, 15 minutes is just for you to get this.
My problem is that I'm already done.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the thing.
Good thing I can see is that you breathe to both sides.
It's super tiring.
I will explain you why after.
Still, I have to go?
At least one more, but I already recorded 2 videos. But you can rest, we have time.
Yeah. Yeah, 5 minutes and I'm already done.
You're gonna try to tell me what you think you are doing wrong
Okay.
and what you think you are doing right.
Yeah, my feet are going like random.
Yeah. One more thing.
Yeah, I'm also low.
Yes. So basically we have 2 ways to move forward. One is decrease the drag. So instead of you swimming like this, it's trying to put your body on the surface. And the second one, it's increasing the propulsion. The first thing that you need to do is try to fix the body position.
Yeah.
So trying to reduce the drag. You may have the best stroke, but if you swim like this, it's a lot of drag that you are
Yeah.
moving.
Okay.
So for that, one thing is the head position. So imagine that your body is only one piece. If your head lifts, the legs will sink. The head needs to be looking to the bottom of a pool, not completely straight. You can look like 1 or 2 meters, but you cannot do like this. Because if you do like this, the lower body will sink. Unless you have a really strong core and you can maintain the position, but it's really hard. So the first thing, fix the head position. Other thing, we need to have always head, hips and heels on the surface. And if you look at your video, you have your head, but your hips are not touching the surface.
Yeah.
And your feet only touch sometimes because you bend the knees. Now you are kicking from your knees. You are bending your knees to try to kick. The movement should start on your hips. Usually I do like this. I explain like a body position and then I give one exercise so you can feel the difference.
Okay.
I want you to put that pull boy, the yellow and black thing, between your legs. And I just want you to put the pull boy between your legs. You extend, lay on the water, exhale really slow, and you just hold that position. I just want you to go with the flow. Extend your arms forward. Good, good.
Yeah.
That feeling, it's the feeling that you need to have during the swimming.
Okay.
Like on top of the water.
Okay.
Let's try again, but try to engage your core. Your head and feet were on the surface, but your hips were a bit low. Try to engage your core. Good, good. I will show you the video so you can see the position.
Okay.
Now I want you to try to put one arm but the other one on the side. So you're gonna be a bit more unbalanced.
Okay, good.
One thing, your arm, it's on the surface. Remember, if it's up, the lower body will go down.
Okay.
Try to put the arm a bit lower and try to maintain the one that is on your side completely extended. Try to put the pull boy a bit lower between your knees. And remember, the arm that is extended, try to put underwater.
Okay.
You felt that you float better now?
Yeah.
I will show you the difference. This one was now, this one was the one before.
Okay.
You see? Of course, we move the pull boy a bit lower, but your arm is completely different.
Yeah, I see.
Do on the other side now. The more you relax, the better you float. Try just to lay on the water. Don't try to go down, just lay on the water and relax. It was a bit better. The beginning was easier, but then you start to sink. If you want, you can put the pull boy a bit lower. Good, good. This is the position that I want during the swimming. Of course, then you have the breathing, you have the strokes, you have the kick, so it makes you sink a bit more. But this is the position that you need to feel during the swimming. You need to feel that your body is high on the water. One more thing, we need to work on the breathing. So inhale and exhale. And I saw on your videos that you are not exhaling. When you turn to the side, you want to inhale from your mouth.
Yeah.
Once you put your face on the water, you need to exhale from your nose. Always that movement. If you want, you can try in that position on your feet.
Okay.
Just put your face on the water, you exhale, you inhale, you exhale, you inhale. And then we swim.
No, I think it's easier if I try while...
Sure?
Yeah.
Okay. In some strokes, I saw that you exhale, it's...
I'm thinking too many things.
Yeah, I know. But it's really important because if you don't do the exhale, it's a lot of CO2 on your body. So it makes you sink more. So try to put air in, do like the ball position that you hold your knees, and try to exhale really slow and let your body just sink.
Okay.
Let's try to see if you can see.
Yeah, of course.
Why inhale from my mouth and exhale from my nose?
You can exhale also from the mouth on the water, but it's easier if you do from different parts because you cannot inhale from the nose because you are on the water, so you may put water on inside your nose. So it's easier from the mouth to inhale, and then to exhale, it's easier from the nose, so the water doesn't go in. I don't know if you can do the flip turn. I don't know if you can or not.
I cannot.
But if you do, and if you don't exhale from the nose, the water will go in. So if you exhale from the nose, there's no problem. So that's why. Let's try to swim again.
Yeah.
Try to think about the exhale. It's really important also for the body position. Imagine if you do a 25-meter sprint, doesn't matter if you breathe or not. Actually, if you don't breathe, better. So you don't waste time breathing. But if you are doing 1.9 or 3.8K, the breathing is really important because you start getting really tired and your body starting going like this. So the breathing is really important. Even if you only breathe to one side, it's good if you breathe to both because of the body balance. If you breathe to both, your body is more balanced. If you feel more comfortable only to one side, it's okay, but you need to do the inhale and exhale. I will put this again so you can try again.
Okay.
It was better. Sometimes the legs were better. So this was the first video, this was now. In some of the movements, the kick was better. Although it still like one side, the other one to the other side. But it's a bit higher, the body position. And I can see on the video that you are excelling. But now you need to practice. Because swimming, it's all about technique. Creating new habits or trying to remove the old ones, so you need to repeat. Let's try one exercise. You're gonna put on the side, like I did here, one foot like this, and the other one on the side, pointing down. Try to put the right leg as much close as you can to the other leg, and basically you're gonna do the movement that I explained to you. Your toes are not pointing down, try to point down. You are kicking the water with this part. You want to do a short kick to maintain on the surface, because if you do a big kick with a big amplitude, one leg it's gonna be on the surface, but the other one it's gonna be here. So we want to do a short kick to maintain always on the surface. You can try with the right leg 10 times, and then with the left. Try to maintain your body straight, engage your core, good. The thing that I want now on the water, it's this position, kicking.
Okay.
Remember, face on the water, exhale. Even if you just can hold for 10 kicks, it's okay.
Okay.
The movement of the legs were good, but you didn't exhale. You just hold your breath. Try not to go underwater. Try just to start the exercise on top, because if you go underwater and you are exhaling, you're gonna start sinking.
Yeah, I did see.
Try to start holding this, the first kicks,
Okay.
and then you just... Good. Of course, you're not gonna kick that strong during the race, especially because for triathletes, we need to save the legs for the bike and for the run.
Yeah, but still I'm moving.
Yeah, but you need to rotate. That's one more thing that I'm gonna explain to you. Let's try to swim again, regular swim. Try to think about the kick. Don't think too much, only two things. Exhale and flex.
Okay.
Did you feel any difference or not? Maybe you feel tired,
Yeah, I feel tired.
but you feel that your body was a bit higher, or...
Yeah, it was a bit lighter.
This was your first video? This was now. Of course, if you only look at this, you say that it's a lot of mistakes.
Yeah.
But if you compare to that one, it's much higher on the water. One thing, when you breathe, you need to still continue to kick. In your mind, you need to think that you need to kick harder, because we are so worried about breathing that we forgot about the legs. So we need to kick harder every time that we breathe. If you see every time that you breathe, you're gonna breathe. Wait, I think now, you see, you just slow down your kick and you turn your body completely to the side. I think you're gonna breathe again. You see, you open too much your legs. Your legs needs to be close, and you can touch with your toes each other. It's okay. Let's try one more time.
Yep.
You need to think, or you need to imagine that your hamstrings are touching the surface. For that, you need to kick with your legs extend. Of course, I don't want you to kick with your legs completely extend, but for now we need to exaggerate.
Okay.
Because every time that you kick, of course, you need to bend your knees. But you cannot start the propulsion from your knees. And toes pointing back, and you can touch with the toes each other.
Oh, I'm gonna die like this.
You're gonna die and the system just die.
If I have to make 3.8 kilometers like this, I'm gonna die.
But it's not gonna be like this. You're gonna improve the technique and it's gonna be much more smooth. But now was better than the one before. You see, you cannot kick this hard during the whole race.
Yeah.
But of course, if you use the wetsuit, you're not gonna need to kick that much. It's just for the body position. Because the wetsuit, it's gonna put your legs on the surface of the water. Of course, you still need to activate the legs once you are finishing the swimming, but you don't need to kick that hard because the pool boy, it's gonna make you float. But once you get the wetsuit, it's good if once a week or every 2 weeks, you use the wetsuit so you get used to your position with the wetsuit.
Okay.
The first one and now. You see that now during the breathing, you still sink a bit, but you see that your kick is not stopping like on the first one. So we need to work a lot on this. So breathing, the body position, the kicking, it's the basic. I will explain to you the stroke. I will put your first video so I can explain. Of course, you need to turn your head to breathe, but it's supposed to be also your body. If I turn my head, the water is here, so I cannot breathe. That's why you are lifting your head and also your legs sink. You need to rotate your body because your head will follow. If I rotate my head, I only can reach here, so I still have water. But if I rotate my body, you see my face, I can breathe easily. So we need to work on the body rotation also.
Okay.
Your hips needs to rotate, not only when you breathe, but even when you are doing strokes that you don't breathe, your body still needs to rotate because you want to reach further to catch water. So imagine, if I want to grab something from a shelf, this is the max that I can reach. But if I rotate my body, I can reach higher. It's the same thing on the water. I can reach this, but if I rotate, I can reach further and I can grab more water. And if you look at your video, this one, every time that you enter the water, you cannot see that you are extending.
Yep.
Once you enter, you are starting the pull. Look at your arms. The only moment that you are extending is when you breathe, because you are rotating to breathe. You know how to catch the water? I don't know if you already saw some videos or no?
No.
Okay, so if you look at this arm, basically you are doing this movement and you want to catch water to move forward. Basically, if you do this movement, your body is like going up and down. You need to grab water so you can pull and move forward. Imagine that I have a ball here. I cannot touch the ball. So you need to put your elbows high so you can catch water. So your elbow must be always higher than your wrist. Once you enter, remember, rotate. You need to do this movement. Extend like me, only this. Don't move your hand. Try to think that the elbow needs to point high and forward. Your hand needs to be always pulling water, so it needs to be always facing back.
Okay.
Basically the movement, it's this, because you need to be always pulling water. And after this, it's the rotation that I explained to you. Yes.
Okay, got it.
Try the other side. Better. You want to try to swim? Yeah. Now it's one more thing. Try to think that you need to rotate the body to reach further.
Okay. Yeah, now I was just thinking to rotate the
Yeah. Now you are exaggerating. You
Yeah.
were doing like this too much. But I saw that you were trying to do, and I saw your hands reaching forward. And of course now you were not thinking too much on your legs. It's too much information.
Yeah.
Remember, the rotation starts on the hips. Sometimes people start the rotation on the shoulders, and the hips stays flat.
Okay.
You should start on the hips, because if you rotate the hips, the shoulders will follow.
Okay.
But if you rotate the shoulders, the hips can stay flat.
Okay.
So it starts on the hips. One more thing, look at your arm during the breathing. That's why the breathing it's also hard for you. Look at this video.
Yeah,
you are
good.
trying to breathe, but the arm that it's supposed to give support is here. Basically your body is like this. You need to try to maintain this one here. to give you support. Now we're gonna exaggerate because I don't want this on the regular swim, but it's for you to get used to this arm to give you support. I want you to swim. This hand only can move when this one touch them. So basically you're gonna do what is called catcher. You have this one here, you're gonna do one stroke, touch, the other one, touch, the other one, touch. I will put a bit slower. But now, look at the pace. It doesn't matter, but you start 2:30.
Okay.
It's 2:02.
Okay.
Because the position is a bit better. But now I will put slower because you're gonna swim slower with this exercise.
I don't know what I'm doing.
You are doing only in one side. The other one you are not doing. Some of the strokes were better. I just want you to do one more time because I want you to work on this exercise. You're gonna just eat and exhale.
Okay.
And you're gonna do one stroke, eating and exhaling. One stroke, eating and exhaling.
Okay.
Try not to think about the regular swim, just eating. Once you need to breathe, you breathe and you start exhaling. Another stroke, you start exhaling. Try not to think about swimming.
Okay.
Try to think about only this exercise.
Oh,
It was easier for the exercise.
yeah, but why I'm so tired?
This was now. At your hands.
Yeah.
Now you have support to breathe. You don't need to lift your head.
Yep.
Because before your arm was here, so you need to do like this. Now your arm is here, it's easier to breathe. Of course, during the regular swim, I don't want you to do like this.
Yeah.
I want you to do a continuous movement, but to work on your breathing, you need to work a lot on this.
Okay.
Okay? So other thing, if you look at here, your hands needs to be always facing back. The only moment that it's not facing back is when you enter the water and you are doing the extension, your head is facing down. But once you enter, you put your elbow high and then your hand is always facing back. Even when you exit the water. Now, look at your hand. Inwards. Really soft and inwards. Look at your hand again.
And it's not right.
No, it's not right. You see? Because if your hand is like this, you are not creating any propulsion.
Yeah.
If you do like this, you are pulling more water. And that's the point. You're gonna feel more tired, for sure.
Yeah.
Because you are pulling more water, your triceps gonna be more tired. But you're gonna pull more water, you're gonna move more faster. Try just to think, breathing, kick, and your hand now.
Okay.
Okay? Now I need to put a bit faster. I know it's too much information today.
Yeah, just the thing, breathing.
It's too much, I know. That's why I'm always asking for you to try to swim again.
Yeah.
To see if you can
Yeah.
memorize the movements. Do you think that you change or not?
No, I think that the
At
best
least you
change
try.
is that I'm watching down.
Yes, but at least till this part is facing back. Then it's like the moment that you exit, but it's normal. If I record you like for 10 minutes swimming, the more you get tired, your hand is starting facing inwards earlier. So it's normal if this happens,
Yeah.
but you need to think and be aware what's the movement. One more thing, if you look at this video, you can see especially the right arm, this one, that you are just bringing like this. If you look at this one, it's like this instead of like this.
Okay.
Because of the body rotation.
Okay.
Because you are too flat on the water. If you don't rotate, you don't have space to bring the arm forward to do the recovery phase. But if you rotate your body, you can bring your arm closer to your body. For open water, some of the swimmers swim with the arm extended, but they still need to rotate because of the waves. Because if you swim like this, with
Yeah,
your
you can
elbow
catch.
high,
Yeah.
the water will touch your hand. On a regular pool, you put your elbow a bit high so you can do the recovery phase a bit faster. So your hand needs to pass close to your body. But if you don't rotate, it's impossible. So you need to do like this. So you need to work on the rotation so you can bring the hand close to your body, almost touching here. There's one exercise that you can try. That is shoulder tap. It's a regular swim, but outside the water you touch the shoulder. But if you don't rotate, it's impossible because your elbow will touch the water. Okay? Regular swim, exhaling, kicking, but remember, hand outside needs to touch the shoulder. You need to rotate, otherwise you don't have space to touch.
Okay.
On the left side you touch sometimes, on the right one you didn't touch. Look at the difference. This was your first video, this was now. You see the elbow a bit higher, even you are not touching. Of course I don't want you to swim touching the shoulder, but I want you to put the elbow high. Oh, one important thing. Look what your arm is doing underwater. Basically you are pulling here.
Yep.
So it makes your body just like sneaks on the water.
Yep.
You need to pull here. That's why you need the body rotation. Because you are doing more with the left one, but you do a bit with the, you see, the arm coming here. You need to pull here. Because you want to move forward. If you do like this, your body is going to the side.
Yep.
So you want to extend in line with your shoulder, press this movement, and then you start rotating so you can pull. It's like if you want to jump this, if you put your arms too far, it's harder than if you put closer.
Yep.
But if you put too close, it's hard also. So you need to put like between too far or too close. Basically now it's like you are putting here because you are pulling the water under you.
Yep.
You need to pull on the side so you can put more power.
Okay.
And you need to enter, press, and then you start rotating and you continue the movement. So basically you are always pulling in line with your shoulder because you enter, you catch in line, and then you start rotating. So in line with your shoulder. This is really important because otherwise you are just wasting energy doing this instead of moving forward.
Yeah.
Let's just try that. And I think it's the last thing. It's too much information.
Yeah,
I know. But I need to tell everything.
yeah, of course.
The left one, better. Focus also on the right. Because now you are focused on the left because it was the worst, but now you are doing with the right, but not with the left.
I don't know what I'm doing. I'm trying to pull together everything and it's coming back.
Just hold the board, the blue one. You're gonna do regular swim, but with the board. So basically you hold the board, breathe, okay? Regular swim, but with the board in your arm. Much better.
Yeah, but now I'm feeling that I'm doing like
Rotation. It's only that. Because if you don't rotate, you need to bring here.
yeah.
You need to use the body rotation also. One more time, but much better.
Okay.
But you need to rotate because otherwise you're gonna grab water on the surface.
Okay.
You need to rotate from the hips, remember. Much better. Look where your hand is passing. But you see, the left one, it's a bit more far from the body. But if you compare to your first one, at least now you are putting all the power to move forward, not to the side. So now you are not wasting energy on your stroke. Basically, it's like you don't pull the water with your hand, it's forearm and hand. It's like one piece. You need to catch the water and I know it's a lot of things. We need to start from the basics. Body position, head position, that now it's better. Exhaling and kick. This is the thing that we need to start.
Okay.
And then of course, starting working on the stroke, also on the body rotation. But we need to start on the basics because if you don't do the breathing well, you're gonna feel tired. Remember the first thing that I said was decreasing the drag and then increasing the propulsion.
Yeah.
I know it's a lot of things. I will put on the report, so maybe it's a bit easier. But the body position, it's really, really important. Maybe you put the same effort, but instead of 10 strokes on the race, because your body position is poor, you need to put 20. You get more tired, you waste more time, so the body position is really, really important.
Got it. Thank you.
Thank you.